All right, let's dive into something really cool today. We're breaking down a final year project that mashes up agriculture and artificial intelligence, exploring a system that's designed to automatically identify pests and even suggest how to deal with them. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we'll look at the actual problem farmers are facing. Then, we'll get into the AI solution and see how it ticks. After that, we'll unpack what's in the project package for students. And finally, we'll talk about how this could go from a university project to a real-world tool. So before we can really appreciate the solution, we've got to understand the problem it's trying to solve. And believe me, it's a big one for farmers all over the world. I mean, just look at this number. We're talking 20 to 40% of all crops globally lost every single year. That's huge. This isn't just a minor annoyance, it's a massive hit to farmers' incomes and a serious threat to our food supply. And this really lays out the before and after picture, right? On one side, you have the old way, walking the fields, which takes forever. You have to know exactly what you're looking for, and you often end up just spraying pesticides everywhere. But on the other side, an AI approach is instant, it's automated, and it allows for incredibly precise, targeted treatment. So, now that we know what we're up against, let's check out how this project steps up. Think of it as a digital expert, a diagnostician that can be right there in the field. So what are we actually looking at here? Well, in simple terms, it's a smart system that acts like an expert assistant. A farmer or an agricultural officer snaps a picture of a bug, and boom, the system tells them what it is and what they should do about it. It's practical, it's direct, and it's super powerful. And you know, this quote from the project creators themselves just nails it. The whole point isn't just to build some cool tech. It's about solving a very real, very critical problem using technology that is automated, accurate, and efficient. Okay, the big question. How does this thing actually work? Let's pop the hood and see what's going on inside to make it all happen. You know, what's so brilliant about this is just how simple they've made it for the person using it. It's a super clean 1, 2, 3 process. You upload a picture, the AI works its magic and figures out what it's looking at, and then you get immediate, useful advice. Simple as that. But don't let that simple process fool you. Underneath, this thing is packed with features. You've got the deep learning model itself, the real-time detection, the smart recommendations, a whole database of pest info, and even a secure dashboard for an admin to manage everything. It's the whole shebang. All right, for all you tech heads out there, let's talk about the stack. This is built on some really solid, modern, industry-standard stuff. You've got PyTorch for the AI, a Python and Flask backend running the show, and a classic web frontend. It's a really practical and professional setup. So, the real magic, the brain of this whole operation, is something called a convolutional neural network, or CNN for short. Basically, it's a type of AI that's specifically built to see and understand images, kind of like how our own brains learn to tell a cat from a dog. It gets that good by being trained on tons and tons of pest images. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. This is built as a final year project, right? So if you're a student, what do you actually get? What makes this such a great choice for a capstone project? And this is the key part. This isn't just some half-baked idea. It's a full-on, ready-to-go package. A student gets the complete source code, the pre-trained AI model itself, the database, and all the documentation you need to get this up and running right away. And you can see just how versatile this project is. It's not just for one type of student. It's a perfect fit for computer science, for IT, and of course, for anyone specializing in AI and machine learning. It even crosses over into agricultural tech. And wow, look at the skills you'd walk away with. We're talking about a checklist of exactly what companies are hiring for right now. Hands-on deep learning, computer vision, full-stack development. This is the kind of project that makes a resume really stand out. Okay, this is where it gets really exciting. Let's talk about how a project like this can jump from the classroom into the real world and actually make a difference out there. I mean, the possibilities are just massive. You could see this becoming a core part of smart farming setups, a go-to mobile app for agricultural officers, a research tool for universities, or even something governments use to track pest outbreaks on a huge scale. And this kind of lays out the roadmap, doesn't it? It shows how you get from point A to point C. Right now, it's an amazing academic project. Soon, it could be a super practical tool in the field. And down the line, it could be totally integrated into the automated farming systems of the future. So at the end of the day, you have to realize this is so much more than just lines of code. This represents a real, tangible move toward farming that's smarter and more sustainable. It helps cut down on chemical waste and ultimately helps make our food supply more secure.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. As technology this powerful becomes easier to access, what does that mean for the future of farming? Are we looking at a world where the biggest support for farmers comes from a developer's keyboard? It's a fascinating thing to think about.